Hello, everybody, and welcome to Metaphysical Practices. So excited for this. Got the cat down here with me tonight. One of them. Hey, Alethea. I will ask for some prayers here because we seem to be missing a cat. Our new stray kitten that we took in, Patches, he's missing. So I've been trying to figure out where he is, but I'm coming up with a big zero. So I'm just trying to, just trying to see what's going on. I'm just hoping that he's okay. He's real friendly, so I can see him going into somebody else's house because that's what he did with our house. Like, he literally just walked in. And I'm pretty sure it's Badger's nephew, that Patches is Badger's nephew, because I've sort of kept tabs on some of the strays in our area. And so I kind of know who's who, kind of. But I've got a big roundup going. So Badger's been fixed and he's been chipped. But I'm taking all the other stray guys, the ones that will come up to me but won't come into the house. I'm taking all of those. I'm rounding them up and taking them to the vet, and everybody's going to get fixed across the board. Yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. Yeah, I hope we find the kitty too. He's been on my mind a lot. So his brother, who we call Mouse, has been up in the house. Well, not in, but around. And the grandmother, the mother of Badger, she's very sick. So she's been going to the vet. But the sister has had a new litter of kittens. So I was like, everybody needs to get fixed. Okay, so let's draw a couple of cards and see how this new moon is going to go. Very excited about this moon. I'm telling you, new moon in Cancer, this is so fantastic because think about Cancers. They're very good with money. They're really family oriented, right? I mean, Cancers they can be stubborn. They can be very sweet and very open, but they can be very stubborn. My best friend is a Cancer. So, this is they're really good with money though. Cancer people, if you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, or if you have Cancer in the top 3, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you're usually good with money. You'll often see those people working in banks. Sometimes it's just other people's money that they're good with, but they're still good with money. Excuse me. Sorry, Badger. Okay, so let's see what we got here. First card. Ooh, triumphant success. And it's a 1 card. And I love this card because, I went back to some of my old favorites, my John Holland deck. So triumphant success. So this guy has been buried. He is now coming full in, and he is coming and cutting through all the fog and bringing in some light. I love, love, love this card. Is it the same if your moon is Cancer? Yes, because Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer, you're probably good with money. And you're really family oriented. Nurturing. Second card, emotional withdrawal. But this isn't bad. This is not a bad card because this is still a card of abundance. It's a card of it's just time to pull back. It's time to move with the tides, ebb and flow, right? So it's just pulling back with the tides. Look, he's still got that like a lot of light behind him, a lot of prism light, a little bit of a rainbow. So this is good. This is good. It's still abundance, but it's time to pull back a little bit. And hey, Carol, how are you? Gosh, look at everybody. I'm sorry. Kelsey, Catlin, Lauren, Alethea, Carol. It's just so good to see everybody. And I have to thank everybody too. Thank you to Carrie at La Hermosa Bruja and Lee at Mystic Path and the Mystical Alternative for letting me stream to their sites. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. Partnerships and alliances. Now, this is great because this is a 3 card, but it's about communication. It's definitely about a communication, but it's partnerships and alliances. They're probably strengthening. This is wonderful. So this goes right along with all the stuff that I want to talk about tonight. I have been, if any of you tuned in last night and saw the mess that in the tarot was, it was crazy. I have like ink all over me. Sorry. It was absolutely insane. So today, because I kept getting kicked off of my platform, and it was like somebody was logging in and kicking me off. It was really strange. And then all of a sudden my computer shut down and I was like, what's happening? So I kept pulling cards and I kept talking about cards because we're talking about tarot cards. We're learning about tarot cards. I kept pulling cards about spiritual cleansing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a spiritual cleanse of my office because we just fumigated. I got my my air conditioner set up. Everything is great. The bugs are gone. It's just wonderful. But as much as I was smudging around here, I wasn't doing any kind of spiritual cleanse to my electronics. Now, when you start looking at tech stuff these days, tech stuff is an extension of yourself, is it not? Your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your TikTok, your YouTube channel, LinkedIn. I don't know what the hell else people do, like WhatsApp or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyway, those are an extension of you. It has images of you on there. It has your energy on there. It is connected to you, especially if you have it as a business. It's connected to you. It has your energy in it. You have to protect it. So I found a couple of little spells that I'm going to tweak a little bit, but I wanted to get you guys started on this because this Cancer new moon is all about manifesting. And it's such a great manifester because Cancer is good with money. All right. So we're going to bring in some luck, maybe bring in some luck with the financial part of our lives. Thought I had a cough drop down here, but we fumigated, so I took out everything that was edible for a bit. Yeah. So anyway, this is there's a lot happening. So when I was looking at some protection for this, a lot of shit happening, I thought, how can I protect my tech devices? I keep Ganesh like statues all around. I have 2 Ganesh statues on my my little altar over here, my mini altar. I have one on this computer, I have one on this computer, and I have one sitting in between the 2 big computers. Yeah, I have a lot of computers down here, you guys. And so there's a lot that you need to protect as far as that because it's an extension of yourself. So I looked quickly and I was just trying to do some quick spell work for that without doing my tweaks on it. So here's some of the stuff that I found. Selenite towers. Oh, I have some of those. So selenite towers are really wonderful for this because they are really, really good at clearing, especially if you pair them with a clear quartz or some salt. So I busted out my black salt because I cleaned off my shelf. Looks much neater, doesn't it? Yeah. So I busted out my black salt. I got some selenite towers, and I was just like, I don't need this to happen on my lives anymore. So clearing out my tech devices and putting protection around my internet, my tech, all of my like social media, the places, the platforms that I stream to, it's a good idea to do some house cleaning. And I wasn't being diligent about that house cleaning when it comes to my tech stuff because I didn't really think about that being an extension of myself until last night when I kept having problems in the tarot class. So I know. So today I've spent time doing this and downloading in the tarot so that I can take the two videos, put them together, and make a cohesive video that will be on the Metaphysical Roundtable YouTube channel, hopefully tomorrow. It's great. Hey, Tammy and Courtney and Gretchen. How are y'all doing? So we're going to take two selenite towers, a clear crystal quartz, or salt. Now, I am choosing to use black salt. You don't have to. You can use any salt that is not iodized, okay? Me and the lipstick on my teeth. I don't know what this is. So, you can use any salt that is not iodized. I do not like iodized salt. I don't cook with it. I don't use it in spell work. I don't like it. The federal government started iodizing salt back in the 30s, I think, because there were so many people in the Midwest that were overutilizing the soil and all the nutrients in it. So they weren't getting all the nutrients they needed, and they were all getting goiters. I don't use iodized salt. So this is what I do. I use kosher salt or I use sea salt. I love, love, love the Dead Sea salt when I can get my hands on it. And there's a place in Denver that sells it. So if I'm able to go out there this summer, I'm going to load up. You know? So very excited about that. But I use a lot of pink Himalayan salt. I use a lot of kosher salt. And I use a lot of sea salt. So I'm using my black salt, which is right over there in the corner. Again, I cleaned up. It's pretty good. So I've got my black salt and I've got it in two small vessels and I've got it paired with selenite. And I just went the extra step and put the clear quartz with them too. So I put them around my computers. The one thing that I did read is that they recommend putting your computers in a corner. Now, I'm going to look that up and see about feng shui with that. I don't put my computer in a corner because of how I utilize the space for taping, for recording. However, I'm rearranging my office, so I'm going to have new spaces for taping, so I can actually put my computers in the corner. It'll be nice. And just a small amount, Kelsey. You don't need a huge amount. Hang on. I might have it. Ah, I do. Ha ha. Here's an extra one. You see these? I got these at the Dollar Tree. You see how small that is? I know, I'm flashing you all of my hives. It's about as long as my finger. So this is wonderful for putting salt in because if you have animals and if they're nosy like Badger here and they tip that shit over, it's got a lid on it and it won't like tip over and let them eat it. Because you know they're nosy as hell. I mean, Patches, I hope he comes back. But Patches is super nosy. So I had to put a lot of stuff away in the office when Patches was down here with me. So this is wonderful. I got these from the Dollar Tree, but they also sell them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Yeah. And they're not expensive. They're really tiny. So they're wonderful for putting your salt in, whether it's black salt, pink Himalayan salt, kosher salt, whatever, just salt. Okay. So let's put that next to your laptop. And then when you've got that like all set up, okay, express your gratitude for the privilege of working with all of these machines and all of your social media, especially if you're putting your business out on it. Okay. And focus on like manifesting for the future in a positive way, in a very positive way. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to back up all of our stuff. And I do that like once a month anyway. And then I keep the hard drive in a drawer. I back everything up and then I put it like on the hard drive, and then I put that hard drive in a drawer so that I have a separate one in case the shit really gets weird. Okay, so we're going to back everything up. Again, thanking it. Then we're going to take a deep breath, blow on all of the computer equipment. I know this sounds weird. Blow on all of the computer equipment, and we're going to blow away all of the ghosts of petty comments. This was something I loved. Petty comments, Facebook messages, tweets, and emails that steal our power inadvertently, but it's still stealing our power. And I say that because there's a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel that you'll see no comments on. It's because I've deleted all the damn comments. It's because I'm just like, oh no, I don't like that. That's not positive. So I just delete that shit. I don't need to see that. And nobody else on my page needs to see that either. So I'm just like, we're just going to delete this. Oh, Angie. Yes. Okay. It is recorded to the Facebook page. Yes. And, but we're talking right now, we're doing the first part. We're doing the last thing that I mentioned first, because we're talking about protecting our tech stuff. So we're going to blow away all of those ghosts of all that shit that's come across and just like influenced us in a certain way or made us feel a certain way, right? Now, that way we can just be like, okay, everything that's backed up is in alignment with what I'm doing. In alignment. Then we're going to let everything charge overnight. The salt, the crystal quartz, and the selenite. Let it charge it all overnight. Then the next morning, restart all of your devices. Fresh and clean with the morning. This is a great time to do this because this new moon is all about a fresh start. Fresh start. I know. I love it. So this is really great. This is really just really awesome. The other thing that you can do, and think about this, because I have some taped to the back of one of my cell phones, shungite. It's a little flat piece of shungite, and it actually was really easy to glue to my phone case. That's a good protector. It's a really good protector. So just, if you're wanting to do that to your phones, do that to your phones as well. But this is really interesting because, I loved how this one site that I was looking at, and I looked at several, but this one site I was looking at was like, those comments, those things can pull you down. It can clog up your energy. I did not think about that. That did not occur to me. And people can get in to your internet, right? Because they're just sending stuff on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Oh my gosh, on Twitter. People just get on there and just unload. You don't need to have that. That's why I delete the comments off of that's why I delete all the comments off of our YouTube channel. Because if they're not nice, I'm just like, screw you, dude. This is mine. We don't need all that shit over here. So, that being said, and covering that. I love this because this new moon in Cancer, we have an awesome little aspect with Venus and Jupiter. Venus is sextile Jupiter on the same day as the new moon in Cancer, which is Tuesday the 28th. This is fantastic because we have the planet of love and the planet of luck. Well, and Venus isn't just the planet of love. It's the planet of like material stuff, right? So, because anybody that's ruled by Venus, Taurus people, they love the material stuff. And it's not a bad thing to like material comforts. It's not a bad thing to like, money or a comfortable couch or nice furniture or a pretty yard or whatever. But that's what those Taurus people like. They like their creature comforts. There's nothing wrong with that. So when we've got that planet, Venus, who likes their creature comforts, also loves money, right? Loves the material things. And it's sextile Jupiter. This is a good coming together. They're getting along very well. They're communicating easily. So this is a wonderful time to bring in a little luck. I know. So this is wonderful because you could bring in luck with whatever thing that you're focusing on, whether it's money or your career or your health or trying to get rid of hives. They really are healing. They really are healing. I didn't have to put makeup so much on my neck tonight. And I even wore like a little bit of a more open neckline. The hives are healing, people. It's almost been 2 months. It's crazy. So, we're going to manifest and bring in, this is a simple spell for some good luck. Okay. Yes, Tammy, I know it's the comments. I mean, and people really do have some bitchy comments online. I mean, I have bitchy comments all the time, but I never put them on. I mean, I'm not going to put them out there like in somebody's Twitter feed. I'm not going to put them like that. That's just rude. I just say the bitchy comment to myself in my head, or I tell my husband as I'm driving down the road. Mm-hmm. Or the person that I flipped off earlier today because they cut me off. It happens a lot in Atlanta. Somebody cutting me off. But I'm really good with my middle finger, so I flip people off a lot. I'm so much fun. I am seriously that spiritual lady. Yeah. So let's bring in some good luck, shall we? A simple spell for good luck. This is an effective spell to attract an abundance of good luck. You'll need some green ribbon and a skeleton key. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have a skeleton key laying around my house. So what I did was I went to Home Depot and I bought a blank key. And the guy was like, "Don't you want that key cut?" And I went, "No, I do not. I don't want it cut because I wanted this key to, in theory, fit anything." So I bought a blank key. I know, because I like to try these spells out, before I present them to you. So I don't always get to, but I like to try them out, just sort of work out some of the bugs or tell you this is where you can add your own. So instead of a skeleton key, I went to Home Depot and I got a blank key. It happened to have Yoda on it. No Star Wars fan here. So yeah, a blank key with Yoda on it just made me happy. Little wisdom there. Seriously, and it just tickled me too. So, and you need a green ribbon, a piece of green ribbon. Okay, so this spell is designed to attract a steady flow of good luck in your life. Okay. Yes. May the force be with you. And also with you, Gretchen. And also with you. So to work the spell, take a few minutes to ground and center your energy. You might like to do a short meditation or play some of your favorite music or cleanse your space with smoke or visualization. Whatever can get you in the magic mood, right? Take the green ribbon into your hands and imagine that it's a river of luck flowing straight into your palms. Your hands are catching that stream of good luck. Now thread the ribbon through the skeleton key and knot the ends together. Shake your hands to release the energy of the spell, or what do I like to do? That's what I like to do. But you can shake your hands, but I like to clap. So happy, get in the mood. And carry the key with you as a good luck charm. Visualize it unlocking opportunities for you, which is why you need that blank key. That's why you need that skeleton key, because it can open every damn thing, right? To boost this charm, touch it as you say, unlocking opportunities with this key, good things plenty come to me. Let me repeat that for everybody that likes to write this shit down. Unlocking opportunities with this key, good things plenty come to me. Do you see why I chose Yoda now? I'm sorry. I mean, even Badger. I know he loves Yoda. Don't you love Yoda? Okay, I know he loves Yoda because, he was gnawing on one of the boys had a little stuffed Yoda, and he was gnawing on its ear. I feel like that's love, right? It's great. It's awesome. So how do you guys feel about that? I'm just feeling I'm feeling so invigorated, because the last spell that I want to talk to you guys about is productivity. Productivity. This is a time of year where we're just damn tired, right? I mean, I'm tired because thing 1 and thing 2 are out of school. So they're all up on me a lot. Luckily, my mom retired this year, nurse extraordinaire. She's been a nurse for 50 years. That's impressive. So she's been a nurse for 50 years. She retired this year. And she has been keeping my boys some, but I've also been trying to like schlep them around to different activities. Like today, I took some readings, then we had an activity, then I came home and took some more readings, and it's juggling. Yeah. But she is, my mom is like, oh my gosh, she's super excited to have like she says she has a different set of managers now, that her grandkids are now her managers. She's like, you have to consult my new management team. But I've been talking to several people that their productivity feels low. Like they don't feel like they're being as productive as they were like at the beginning of the year. They don't feel like they're being as productive as they were when they first started their company, or when they first started, a new project, or they, started something in their yard and they can't finish it, or they started doing like cleaning out their basement and they can't finish it because their productivity just feels low. Their energy levels feel low. So we're kind of reaching that mid-year slump, right? I mean, we get all excited at the beginning of the year going, okay, I'm going for it this year. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm right. And then we get to like May and we start slowing down, and then we get to June and we're just like, I need a vacation. Like, I'm exhausted. It happens to me quite a bit because I get really, really gung-ho on all these projects, and I get really, really gung-ho, and I'm just like, can't wait to do it. Can't just like super into it. And then I just like frenzy it all up, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I can't. And then I need a break. So I really screw it up for myself. But I found this productivity spell that I was very, very excited about. And this is going to get us all through the mid-year slump. And again, it's a great time to do this on Tuesday because the 28th, it's a fantastic time to be doing this because this new moon is like a fresh start. It's just like clearing the board. Cancer, like I already said, it's about money, it's about nurturing, it's about luck. So we're going to now add some productivity because Cancers are ruled by the moon. Love that. So let's embrace that little piece of entertainment there. Okay, so productivity. Hey, Shay, how are you? And yes, Tammy, I'm telling you, I'm so tired. I'm just like, maybe I should have my thyroid checked. But it's because I've just started so many new projects, and all of a sudden, like, the wind is going out of my sails. So, but at least I have an air conditioner and a recently fumigated office. So I feel like I'm ready to start again. Isn't that right, Badger? He's probably wanting to bite my hand. Okay, sorry. Back to the productivity spell. Here's what you're going to need. A piece of hematite, a quartz crystal, an orange calcite, and a small little tray or a basket, or pulled this today, or a glass holder for candles. I use this for just like every damn thing. What's the matter with you? So, just something to put these in, okay? A hematite, a clear quartz crystal, an orange calcite, and just a small little container to put them in, okay? All right, now here we go. Do you really have to walk through there? Don't knock that over. And when he comes back, he's probably going to walk right through here. We have a good relationship, me and Badger. Bobby and Wendy. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. Okay. So getting into the productivity. A hematite, a clear quartz crystal, an orange calcite, and a small little container to put them in. Place the hematite in the basket and enchant it by saying, ground and heal, magnetic one, bring clarity till the day is done. I'll say it again. Ground and heal, magnetic one, bring clarity till the day is done. Then we're going to add the quartz crystal, the clear quartz, to it. Bring boundless energy my way and let it last all through the day. Bring boundless energy my way and let it last all through the day. Now we're going to add the orange calcite and say, stone of joy and yellow light, help me sort through the workday plight. Stone of joy and yellow light, help me sort through the workday light. Place the container on your work desk or in the area where you work. Like, okay, I was just talking about my mom. My mom and my cousin Wendy that is in the chat are crafters. I mean, these women are crafting geniuses. It skipped me And I'm all right with that. I'm not really good at crafting. I can organize it, but I'm not good at crafting. I can do some basic stuff, but yeah. So we want to put these on whatever area you work at. So if you work at a desk, put it there. If you work in a craft room, which is where I told my mom to put hers, put it there. My mom's little craft area near her computer terminal or her Cricut. That's the right thing, right? It's a Cricut. She has like 2 of those things. So I think they're called Cricuts. So I was like, put this near there to drum up some productivity. Place the container near your work area. Help me work till I am done. Bring inspiration on the run so that when the workday is through, I have nothing left to do. Okay, do you guys want me to repeat that too? By the way, you guys need to congratulate Bobby. He is now a homeowner. It's so exciting. I know, Bobby bought his house. Very exciting. So I'm going to repeat that last line one more time. Help me work till I am done. Bring inspiration on the run so that when the day is through, I have nothing left to do. Okay, so that is the productivity spell. Now, I think that this is, what if you move around all day at work? Well, oh my gosh, Catlin, that is such a great idea. I have little bags for that. I spilled coffee on this side, so I'm going to flip it around. This little bag is a little muslin bag. Absolutely. Put it in a little muslin bag. And here's what I did, okay? In the muslin bag, I put this kind of grassy stuff to keep them from like knocking into each other, to keep them from beating into each other. So because, you know, you don't want your tools to like get damaged, right? And crystals are tools. So this little muslin bag with the little grass to sort of keep them protected. You can use smaller ones. You can use larger ones. Here's the smaller one that I have. Super tiny. And this one's red. It's my signature color. But it doesn't have to be. Okay. So, sorry. I'm really showing you guys the hives, aren't I? But really, they're healing. It looks kind of weird now, but yeah, at least the hives on my legs now just look like really a lot of mosquito bites instead of like hives. Or I kept telling Dr. Seuss it was leprosy, and he was like, please stop saying that. He's a germaphobe. I was freaking him out. So here's a tiny bag, and look how small this bag is. That is definitely something that you can keep in your pocket. Catlin, I'm so glad you brought that up because I would have forgotten. And I have it sitting right here. It does not have to be a muslin bag. No, Alethea, it does not have to be a muslin bag. It can be any kind of bag. It can be any kind of container. I was looking to see, hang on. Okay, so one of my aunts like loves Brighton stuff. So she gets a lot of these little things from like Brighton when she buys things. And I use them for crystals. Okay, I use them when I need to carry stuff around. So this is just a cute little bag that you can zip up, and then it like hooks over the top. See, it did have some examples. So there's that bag. Okay. And what about a little mesh bag? I mean, this is such a super cute bag too, because this actually has moon and stars on it, and it's gold. I mean, that may add to something for you. Um, I so there's no stopping. Like, you don't have to use like a muslin bag. You don't have to use like this bowl is good enough. If you want to use this, like a plastic bowl or something to put your stuff in, using something small that doesn't take up a lot of space on your desk might be a good thing. I mean, for those of us that are keep a lot of stuff on their desk. Yeah. So, but if your area is a crafting area, or if you're walking around all day and you really want to tuck it out of the way, or if you want to hang it up on your wall, like that's a good thing, right? I mean, I was actually just going to hang mine up on the wall on my astrology calendar because I look at that like 800 times a day. I carry my crystals, but I just kind of let them do their own thing and don't put any spell work with them. Hey, that's fine too. Catlin, that's fine too. I mean, a lot of times people just choose their crystals intuitively. I have for years because um I don't necessarily know all of the stuff that like one crystal can do. Like, I don't know exactly what everything this prehnite can do. I don't know exactly what all the properties has in it. But I would choose these intuitively and just like add this to my little bag of tricks that day. So yeah, it works. It works. Love it. So there you have it. There's a lot of different ways to do the productivity spell, and a lot of different kinds of bags. It's just whatever you want. At crystal stores, they have metal cages you can wear. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that, Gretchen. That's great. Depending on how small they are, I have a larger cage with a piece of yellow jasper for safe travel and hanging. That is such a great idea, Gretchen. Oh my gosh. So I've seen those too. At crystal shops, and the Phoenix and Dragon has them. I've seen them there, where they have those little cages that you can put on a pendant and on like a key ring, or just like have in your purse. But it's great because you can get your crystal in there and it doesn't escape easily, right? It doesn't escape easily, right, Gretchen? Oh my gosh, Tammy, you wouldn't believe, like, I mean, Dr. Seuss has been like, what do you have in your purse? I'm like, do you really want to know? Like a little statue of Ganesh. I got a bunch of crystals. I got a deck of cards. There's probably a packet of herbs in there somewhere. It's good. Amazon does sell them. You're right. Amazon does sell those cages as well. But it's hard to guess, like, well, I guess Amazon does put the size on there, like of how big they are or how small they are. But that's a great idea. And these crystals don't have to be huge. Okay. If you have the bigger crystal, that's fine. Especially if you're not moving around a lot. But if you are moving around a lot and you want the smaller crystals, crystal shops have small crystals, that because we all need different sizes, right? I mean, it's just it's like everything else in life. Different sizes appeal to different people. I'm not going to tell you what that's in reference to. I'm going to let you think that over and remember that I have a dirty mind. It's hilarious. But yes, the productivity spell is working. I'll tell you, because I was dragging ass going, I can't do this. I can't. I'm so tired. I can't. Because I just like overwhelmed myself by going, I want to set up like another studio. No, I want to set up like 2 more studios. And then all of a sudden, all my stuff is out on the lawn, and then it rained. Now, it only rained for a minute, but it was enough to piss me off. You can buy a set of assorted cages and cords for $10. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Artemis. That is awesome. That is awesome news. It's a reference to pizza. Thank you, Bobby. That's funny. Yeah, it is a reference to pizza. Mm-hmm. Well, this is just the most, I have the most fun with this group of people in metaphysical practices because I'm doing this stuff that I just really, really love. And it's different kinds of spell work. And it's not like, you know, casting spells and putting curses on people. And, you know, because I feel negative energy like coming towards me from time to time. And, you know, Rachel used to tell me that I needed to transmute it and send it back. And sometimes I do. I transmute it with love and I try to send it back in a positive way. But sometimes I'm just like, screw that. I'm tired, damn it. And I just send that shit back, just mirror it back out. And I don't transmute it. I just send it back out. And so I know like it's hard to deal with that. But the thing is, you don't want to send out that negative energy. You don't want to do negative spell work. You don't want to do that because it comes back on you so much more. And even putting out like negative energy and negative thoughts and negative like vibes on people, it comes back on you so much more. And you don't want that. You don't want to invite that into your life. And there's no reason to bring in extra shit because life is going to give us enough as it is, right? I mean, life is going to provide us with enough issues and stuff as it is. So we don't need to invite that in by putting negative stuff back out there. So I know it does. It says, I've always heard it comes back to you times 3, but sometimes when it comes back on you and when I've seen it, when I send it back and I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm sending it back and it starts landing on people. I'm like, oh, that's a bite that stings. I'm not trying to laugh, but I just go, it doesn't always feel like 3 times. Sometimes it feels like 25 times. You're like, ooh, did I send that out? Yeah, I know, but I've accidentally sent things out and just been like, God, I can't stand that shit. I hate that, blah, 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 blah. And then it comes in on me. You know, then I'm the person that gets pulled over by the police, not the jackass that was like speeding by me like I was standing still on the highway. Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Tammy. You're so sweet. And really, Artemis, do you wear runes around your neck? I'm like really interested in those. I have several little packs of them now. So we're carrying around a little mirror. Oh, that's great. So I have a spell that I used to teach in in an in-person class. I used to be an instructor. I'm not really like a teacher. Because I'm still learning this. So I used to do this little spell where we made a protection packet. We made our own protection pouch and we did it with black felt and we sewed it with yellow thread or gold thread. And inside of it, Catlin, I had everybody put tiny mirrors. In fact, see, this is what happens when you rearrange your office and you're clearing out space. Look what I found. Now, these were the ones that were too big for the pouches that we made in the class, in the in-person class. But these are fantastic examples because you can actually see them. And I think I got these at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. But what they have is bigger packs of tinier mirrors. And yes, that is perfect for just like mirroring back when you just don't want to hear the gossip. And you know, I'm as nosy as the next person. I am serious. I'm a Virgo. I'm nosy as hell. I want to know. It's not that I necessarily want to like tell it, but I want to know what's going on. You know. So, but gossip is not always a good thing. When it comes into you, that energy is then coming into you, just like the damn comments that I was saying that we needed to clear off of our social media and our stuff online. So this is it. It's really, really great to have a mirror on this. And if you have, it did it again. This did it again. It kicked. It's like somebody like jumped in and they boot me out. It's so weird. Um, I honestly didn't think it would work until I did it. Yes, but the mirror is mirroring it back. So do you pull the mirror out? No, you don't have to pull the mirror out, Tammy. You can just keep it in your pocket. You can keep it with your crystals in your pocket. You can just keep a mirror in your pocket. Really. A friend of mine had a watch face that was a mirror, and that's what she used it. Because I was like, a mirror on your watch face. She goes, yeah, it's a repeller. It's negative energy. So you don't have to pull the mirror out. You don't. The other thing you can do to repel it, especially away from your house, if you're living in a neighborhood that there's a lot of gossip or there's a lot of mischief going on in the neighborhood, is you can put a small mirror, and it can even be this small. You can put a small mirror facing out into the biggest part of the neighborhood, wherever you live. So like if you're in a cul-de-sac, you want it facing in the front. If your house like backs up to part of the neighborhood, then you want the mirror facing the back. Or you can put it in either side, both sides, and have those mirrors repel it back out. You're just sending it back out, because that's something that I've always like taught, is about the mirroring technique, is just sending it back, especially with empaths, because empaths don't need to be in a bubble all the time, right? So sending it back and just mirroring it back and just being like, no, 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 thank you so much, that's not mine, and just sending it back. So, but yeah, I have mirrors like in my house. Because my parents, not the neighborhood that they live in now, but the neighborhood before, there was some problems with some of the other neighbors. And they were trying to get my parents, they were trying to rope my parents into it. So I didn't even tell my parents about it. I just went upstairs in their upstairs room and I just put a little square mirror in their front window, and they started leaving them alone. It's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, God, Michael's is great for this stuff. Any of those hobby shops, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, online. I don't want to forget about Amazon. Yeah. Someone told me to think of a screen door instead of a sponge. Oh, that's good. Because the screen door, the screen could let in the good energy and just filter out all the shit. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. I'm writing that one down. It kept them a few extra feet away from my bubble. Yes, Catlin, that is it. That is absolute. Oh my gosh, these are so fantastic ideas. I love that. I'm so glad that y'all brought up the bags and the mirrors, because like I would have forgot to tell y'all about them. See, I just love this group. Y'all are so awesome. And again, before I forget, I want to thank Carrie with La Hermosa Bruja and Lee with Mystic Path and the Mystical Alternative magazine for allowing me to stream live to their sites. So awesome. Thank you so much. They rock the Casbah, do they not? And I don't know exactly what all Carrie sells on La Hermosa Bruja's website, but you really need to check it out, because she sells a lot of the smudge sprays. And I did save the last bag because I re-add to this bag. So I just like her little brown paper bags that she puts it in. This one is Release and Renew Smudge, but I've added to it. Pretty awesome. But she has some fantastic stuff. So, forgot about the Dollar Tree. Yes, they have quite a bit of crafting stuff too. Forgot about the Dollar Tree. I placed black salt on all corners of the lint. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Black salt is wonderful. And because it does, like, a lot of salt can cause, bad things to happen to the land. I mean, we don't need to salt the earth, right? We don't need to go back to biblical times. But placing them in like small bags, small containers. I put them in small bags like on my windowsills because, again, I don't want him eating it. I don't want him getting like the salt on his paws and then licking them off because I don't know what like too much salt is going to do to him. Right? I know. And the little bottles work great, but this one is glass. I do have some that are plastic. This one is glass, and again, I don't want him playing with it. And I really, really hope Patches comes back because he's a player. But I didn't want Patches like breaking something and playing in the glass. So again, I will ask you guys for prayers if you can. Like send out some good prayers or some good thoughts for our like sort of he's not feral, but he is a stray that we brought in, Patches. And he's been on the show with me before, but I really, really hope that he comes home. I hope he's okay. So, if not, that's okay. I'm still like rounding up all the other stray cats and we're all going to the vet. Everybody's getting fixed because this last litter of kittens are so, so cute. They're like sort of apricot and white. They're so cute. But we're going to get everybody fixed. Keep them a little safer, So, but hey, that's okay. Badger is loving, loving, loving the air conditioning in the office. Aren't you, Badge? I can just hear him just in his head going, bitch, could you please shut up? I mean, he's got to sleep his 20 hours a day, and I'm disturbing him. I love him. But thank you guys so much. It has been such a wonderful, wonderful group. If you guys need a copy of anything I did tonight, please email me at metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com. Yes, you can watch it on the replay. But if you want anything sent to you, I can take a picture of it. I can type it out for you and send it to you. The new moon is Tuesday, the 28th at 10:52 p.m. is when it hits its peak. But you know me, I will have my stuff out in the new moon on the night before. Actually, no, I won't this time because the moon doesn't go into Cancer until 7:53 a.m. on the 28th. So I will be putting all my stuff out in the new moon on the 28th. And if you miss it on the 28th, you can still do it on the 29th. Moon is still new and it's still in Cancer. It's very good. Very good. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a wonderful, wonderful night. And I can't wait to see you guys again next week. So until then, get out there and make your magic. Bye.